evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ken Smith, and I'm courtside at North Adams High School, where the Lady Green Devils are hosting the Lady Warriors of Eastern Brown in tonight's SHAC Volleyball matchup here on C103 and also on GoodGuysRadioTV.com. By the way, Brandon Rigdon is our engineer back here in the gymnasium for Good Guys Radio TV. Bethany Gibson, our engineer, back in the studio tonight for C103. So again, you can watch this game if you would like on GoodGuysRadioTV.com, also on our social media for Facebook and YouTube, whatever format works best for you. All right, the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors, let's take a look at what they have done so far this year. They are 0-4 in conference play. That puts them in 5th place in Division I of the Southern Hills Athletic Conference. They are 1-10 overall, so not off to a very good start. The one team they have defeated in that non-conference matchup was Blanchester. Teams they have lost to in conference matchups include Lynchburg Clay, Fairfield, West Union, and Ripley. Actually, have lost to Ripley twice, but the very first time they lost to them was not a conference matchup. They will still play Ripley one more time yet this season. All right, looking at the North Adams Lady Green Devils, they are off to a much better start. They are 5-0 in conference play, and they are, which puts them in first place in Division I of the SHAC. They are 5-4 overall, so they have not won a non-conference matchup, but those non-conference matchups have been against some pretty serious competitions. The teams that they have lost to include Hillsboro, Waverly, Wheelersburg, and Zane Trace. Those are the non-conference losses. On the conference side, the teams they have defeated include West Union, Peebles, Ripley, Lynchburg Clay, and Manchester. So that's a look at what North Adams has done so far this year in Division I of the SHAC. Again, they are on the top of the Division I, whereas Eastern is at the bottom of Division I. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will take a look at the roster for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors when we come back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103, weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the roster for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. It starts off with a sophomore wearing number 2. That's Peyton Jemison. Josie Davis is wearing number 5. She is a senior. Serenity Lohman is a senior. wearing number 7. Kendall Spriggs is a junior, wearing number 8. Number 9, Brianna Jemison is a junior. Presley Crabtree wears number 11. She's a senior. London Dilly wears number 14. She's a junior. Rayleigh Brummett is wearing number 19. She's a senior. Sage Igo, a senior, wears number 20. Bentley Burns wears number 22. She's a freshman. A junior wearing number 24 is Emery Simpson. And Madison Dyer wears number 25. She is a senior. Head coach Allison Bussman in her third year, assisted by Shelby Lunsford and Danielle Daniels. The athletic director is Jared Jodry for the Eastern Brown Warriors. Principal is Kara Pinkerton. Superintendent Jordan Michael. That's a look at the roster for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. We'll take another quick break and be back to look at the home team on the scoreboard, the North Adams Lady Green Devils, right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by C.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
We all look up to someone. Could be parents, teachers, or coaches. They give and give and give, and then they give some more. Their impact, immeasurable. Their sacrifices, too many to count. So to all the mentors in our lives who helped us get to right here and now, thank you.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's look at the roster for the home team, the North Adams Lady Green Devils. It starts with a sophomore wearing number 1. That's Keaton Palmer. Riley Woods wears number 2. She's a sophomore. Morgan Wheeler, a junior, wearing number 3. Paige Evans wears number 4. She's a senior. Natalie Reagan wearing number 5 is a senior. Ava Pistol is a junior wearing number 7. Sophia Barlow is a freshman wearing number 10. Addison Schupert wears number 11. She's a senior. Number 14 is Emma Pistol. She is a junior. Elizabeth Rains is a junior wearing number 18. Melanie Wood wears number 25. She's a sophomore. And rounding out the roster, Taylor Lloyd is a freshman wearing number 23. Head coach is Katie Reagan in her 21st year as varsity volleyball coach at North Adams, assisted by Rob Mead. Athletic director is also Katie Reagan. Principal Carl Berger. And superintendent is Don Wallace. All right, that is a look at, by the way, keeping the book is Glenn Reagan as well for the North Adams Lady Green Devils. In the junior varsity contest, it was North Adams getting the victory there. They lost the first set to Eastern, 20-25, but then won the second and third set. Second set, 25-19. Third set, 26-24. So North Adams getting the victory in the junior varsity contest, but it did take 3 sets to get that done. We are just moments away from having our national anthem here courtside. I want to remind you to stick with me for the post game. We will talk to the winning coach in the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. I'll also name a Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match after this one, as well as having all your stats for you. We're going to take a quick break to honor America. We'll be back courtside right after this on C103, Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From SHAC Basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
wow, to SHAC Baseball.
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown Football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete!
To SHAC Volleyball.
Hatton for the kill, it's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first of 3 volleyball games that we have for you this week on C103, and the first of 2 on Good Guys Radio TV. So coming up tomorrow night, it'll be Lynchburg Clay at Fayetteville. That game will be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Then on Friday night, it'll be White Oak at West Union on C103. And by the way, also on Friday night, on 99.5 and Good Guys Radio TV, it'll be Western Brown football. The Broncos will be facing off against Miami Trace. So that is our football game on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV. Again, that is for Friday night. And then, of course, on Saturday, Ohio University and Ohio State will face off against each other. That game will be on both stations, C103 and 99.5 The Edge. Pre-game, 5:30, 7 o'clock is kickoff. And then Sunday, it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals versus Jacksonville. That, of course, is on 99.5 The Edge. That game, pre-game, will start at 11:30 with kickoff at 1 o'clock. So that's all of the sports action yet to come this week on our stations. So we are just about ready to start here courtside. Let's take a look at the starters. Starting for Eastern, it'll be Peyton Jemison, Kendall Spriggs, Riley Brummett, Bentley Burns, Emery Simpson, and Madison Dyer. Starting on the side of North Adams, it'll be Paige Evans, Natalie Reagan, Ava Pistol, Sophia Barlow, Emma Pistol, and Elizabeth Raines. Those are your starters for both ball clubs. By the way, the Eastern roster carrying 6 seniors, 4 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 1 freshman. North Adams roster carrying only 3 seniors, 4 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 1 freshman on that side. The officials are checking to make sure that the rotations are set and ready to go. And the libero will go ahead and come in on the side of Eastern, which is Serenity Lohman. So she will immediately come in to replace Kendall Spriggs, as the first serve will belong to Eastern Brown. Stepping back to serve is going to be Riley Brummett. Brummett's serve is going to be received in the back. And nice job as Natalie Reagan, instead of setting it, because the pass was right at the net, she went ahead and Just did a little dink over the net and scored. By the way, the libero Wheeler will come in for North Adams, as stepping back to serve is going to be Addison Schubert. Schubert's serve is going to be received in the back row by Lohman. And Eastern struggling, not able to return that. We will not give an ace, but that will be a point for North Adams. Back to serve again, Schubert. Schubert served, received in the back row, this time by Simpson. They will set, and an attack by Burns is good. Kind of a light attack, almost a dink right at the net, but it worked. A couple of substitutions. Jemison, that is Brianna Jemison checking in. Checking in for Eastern is going to be Igo. Back to serve will be Brianna Jemison. Her first serve. Jemison leads the team in aces this season with 22. But that one will not be an ace. It'll be short in the net for a service error. Score goes to North Adams, and back to serve will be Natalie Reagan for North Adams. Reagan serve received in the back row by Brummett, and that will be an ace, as it'll end up out of bounds. So Reagan starting off with an ace. 3-point lead for North Adams. Eastern returns off the hands of Burns, and they're able to get another kill for Bentley Burns. That's her second kill in the match. By the way, she has 70 kills on the season coming into this game. Coming in for the libero will be Kendall Spriggs. As she checks back in, Burns will step back to serve. Her serve received in the back row. Reagan will set it, and on the attack was Raines. Eastern able to return that. Attacking is going to be Sage Igo, and I think that one stayed in. It did. Kill number one for Sage Igo, the senior. Burns will step back to serve. Back within one. Burns serve received in the back row. I think that was Raines. Now on the attack is Emma Pistol, and that one is going to be good. Emma Pistol gets her first successful kill. Out will go Burns, rotating in the libero Lohman, and stepping back to serve will be Emma Pistol for North Adams. Pistol serve received in the back row by Brummett, and then a set and return off the hands of Spriggs, and it works. A floor attack for Spriggs. We'll credit her with a kill for that. Back to serve now is going to be Jemison. That's Peyton Jemison. Her first serve received in the back row by Wheeler. They'll set it up for an attack off the hands of Sophia Barlow. She gets her first kill. Barlow, only a freshman. By the way, coming in is going to be Ava Pistol. And serving for North Adams now will be Paige Evans. Evans will serve hers across to Lohman, the libero. Now they set it up for a simple return off the hands of Kendall Spriggs. And that ends up, I believe, out of bounds. So the point will go to North Adams. 3-point lead for the Lady Green Devils. Serving again, Evans. Eastern with the set. Simple return off the hands of Jemison, or a free pass. Reagan will set it up for a light attack by Ava Pistol. That did not work. But 4 hits on the side of Eastern as they couldn't get a good return. And the point goes to North Adams. Paige Evans again back to serve. Evans will serve it into the back row. And a free pass off the hands of Brummett. North Adams will also free pass back. Now the set by Jemison, but not a good one. Or at least it wasn't a good setup for Brummett to get an attack. It'll end up out of bounds, and the point will go to North Adams. Paige Evans back to serve again. I have her for 4 serves now in a row here. That one's going to be received by Spriggs. They'll set it for a simple return off the hands of Brummett. Over to Pistol. Reagan back to an attack by Barlow. That one no good. Barlow tries the second one. That also doesn't work. And back the other direction, Brummett on the attack. And it came back off the block. Point will go to North Adams. Evans with the serve, received by Lohman. And they'll set it up. Simple return off the hands of Brummett. Couldn't get an attack set there. And not a good set by Reagan for Ava Pistol. She could not get a successful attack. And the point will end up scoring for Eastern. Back to serve is going to be Igo, her first serve. Igo serves an ace, as that one will end up out of bounds off Rains. Ace number 1 for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. Igo back to serve again. Serves this one just over the net. Those are tough, but it was an overpass back by Rains. Free pass for Eastern. Reagan's going to set up an attack by Rains. Eastern struggling. They're able to save it. They'll return it off the hands of Dyer. Reagan will again set. This time the attack is good by Sophia Barlow. The freshman gets her second kill. Subbing in is going to be Emery Simpson for Eastern, and back to serve will be Rains for North Adams. Received in the back row by Lohman. Now they're going to set an attack up by Dyer. It ends up scoring a point for North Adams. Blocked by North Adams. Rains back to serve again. 6-point lead for North Adams in the first set of the match. Eastern with an attack. That did not work out. I believe that was Jemison on the attack. North Adams back over to Eastern. An attack by Madison Dyer falls short in the net. Point will go to North Adams. Rains back to serve for her third time. Serves into the back row, received by Lohman. Now the set and a return, free return off the hands of Dyer. Reagan is going to set up Pistol for an attack. That's Ava Pistol, and she gets her first kill. Rains back to serve again. Received in the back row by Lohman. And now on the attack, a little strong. That was Brummett with the attack. Ends up out of bounds. Point will go to North Adams. Rains with her fifth serve. She'll drop that one short for a service error. Lucky break for Eastern. Back in will come Bentley Burns, the freshman who leads the team in kills. Kendall Spriggs will step back to serve. Powerful serve by Spriggs, and she'll get an ace. Make it 15-8 the score. North Adams leading Eastern in our first set of the match. Spriggs back to serve. Spriggs serves this one into the back row, received by Rains. Pistol tries a light attack. It's blocked at the net. Now, what are we going to have? Oh, they're going to say it went out of bounds. Off Burns. So Wheeler with the serve now for North Adams. Gets a service error. That one was a little strong, went out the backside. So Brummett will now serve for Eastern. Brummett serves into the back row, received by Evans. Now on the attack is going to be Emma Pistol. Eastern able to save it. Attacking back the other direction, Dyer, and a joust at the net. Ends up with a point for North Adams as it went out of bounds off Eastern. 17-9 the score. Addison Schubert comes in to replace Ava Pistol. Schubert will step back to serve. Again, 17-9. North Adams leading the first set of the match. Received by Lohman. And it was an overpass that ended up as a easy kill for Emma Pistol. With an overkill, that is her second kill. Schubert back to serve again. Just clips the net for an ace. Ace number 1 for Addison Schubert. Second ace of the match for North Adams. They lead by 10 now with Schubert serving. Received by Lohman and returned off the hands of Dyer. That'll come back over to Wheeler. They're going to set it up for a light attack off the hands of Evans, and it works. We'll give Evans a kill for that. Schubert back to serve again. 11-point lead for North Adams. Schubert serves into the back row, received by Simpson, returned off the hands of Jemison. North Adams Reagan will set it up for an attack by Emma Pistol. I believe they're going to say that Pistol was in the net. Somebody was in the net at least. So the point will go to Eastern. Sage Igo will check back in. And also coming back in is going to be Brianna Jemison, and she'll step back to serve. Second time at serve in this set for Jemison. Jemison will drop that one short in the net for a service error. And the point will go to North Adams. They lead by 11. Back to serve is going to be Natalie Reagan. Reagan's second time at serve. Serves into the back row, received by Jemison. Now the set and the attack by Igo is good. Sage Igo gets her second successful kill. In will be Kendall Spriggs. Spriggs replacing Lohman. And back to serve will be Burns. Bentley Burns drops that one a little bit short. Ends up as a service error. She'll come out as Lohman, the libero, will go in. On the other side, checking into the front row is Barlow, and serving is going to be Emma Pistol. Eastern able to return off the hands of Spriggs. It was a free return. Reagan will now set an attack up by Barlow. That one no good. Nice job by the Lady Warriors keeping that one alive, and they actually score a point as on the free pass back, North Adams had a little bit of a miscommunication, and Eastern gets the point. Serving is going to be Peyton Jemison. Jemison serves it into the back row to Wheeler. Reagan will set it, and on the attack is Paige Evans. Give her kill number 2. Back in will be Ava Pistol. Out will go Addison Schubert, and serving will be Evans. Evans had a pretty successful at serve last time, and she starts it off this time with an ace. Make it 24-12. Set point for North Adams. And an overpass comes back over to North Adams. On the attack, Ava Pistol. And on the pass back, it ends up out of bounds, so Pistol gets the successful kill. And North Adams gets the victory in set number 1. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back to look at some stats and have our first serve of set number 2 right after this on C103 and GoodGuysRadioTV.com, presented by CMT Components.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peoples Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peoples Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peoples, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose Peoples Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag items. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxler Tractor.
We all look up to someone. Could be parents, teachers, or coaches. They give and give and give, and then they give some more. Their impact, immeasurable. Their sacrifices, too many to count. So to all the mentors in our lives who helped us get to right here and now, thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at your offensive stats from set number 1. We'll start with Eastern Brown, who came out on the short side. I have Kendall Spriggs with 1 kill and 1 ace. I also have Sage Igo with 2 kills and an ace, and Bentley Burns with 2 kills. Now for North Adams offensive stats, I have Paige Evans with 2 kills and an ace. Natalie Reagan with a kill and an ace. Ava Pistol with 2 kills. Sophia Barlow with 2 kills. Emma Pistol also with 2 kills. That's a look at all your offensive stats. So we are just about set and ready for serve number 1 in set number 2. North Adams did win the junior varsity matchup in 3 sets. They lost the first one to Eastern, 20-25, and then won set 2 and set 3, 25-19 and 26-24. And then North Adams winning the first set in the varsity contest, 25-12. North Adams will have the first serve for set number 2, and Wheeler will serve it. It'll be received in the back row, and setting, by the way, Peyton Jemison. Attack was no good for Eastern. They're going to get it back for another attack. Blocked at the net. Nice try there by Dyer, and now attacking for North Adams. It ends up out of bounds. That was Emma Pistol. A couple of nice blocks by North Adams on the attacks, and Eastern doing a great job of keeping those alive, saving those blocks. So the serve goes over to Wheeler. By the way, that was Brummett that served. Eastern with it. Jemison will set it. On the attack's going to be Dyer. Wheeler digs that one out. Set off the hands of Evans, and then I couldn't see who attacked there. I think that might have been Reagan, but a block. Burns attacked, and the block was Emma Pistol. So we will credit her with a block, and the point will go to North Adams. And we're tied at 1 apiece. Addison Schubert back to serve for North Adams. Schubert serves into the back row, received by Lohman. They'll set it up for Burns to attack, and that is blocked by Pistol, Emma Pistol, as well as Natalie Reagan. Credit Reagan and Pistol, both with a block, and back to serve will be Schubert. Schubert serves into the back row, received by Brummett. Jemison with the set, Burns on the attack, and it's good this time for Bentley Burns. She gets kill number 3. Subbing in for Eastern is going to be Sage Igo. She'll replace Emery Simpson. And serving is going to be Dyer for Eastern. A little strong on the serve, ends up out of bounds. Dyer will check out as Brianna Jemison will check in. And back to serve for North Adams is going to be Natalie Reagan. 1 point lead for North Adams, 3-2 is the score in our second set. And not a good set there by Jemison. I think she wanted to fake the set and dump it, but that did not work. It went in the net. So the point goes to North Adams. Reagan back to serve again. She'll drop it short in the net for a service error. Point will go to Eastern. In will be Spriggs replacing Lohman. And Burns will serve. Burns serves into the back row, received by Evans, and the set, then Evans will floor attack from the back row. Eastern with a simple return off the hands of Igo. Reagan will set it. Emma Pistol on the attack. It's good. Emma Pistol gets kill number 3. First one in this set. Lohman coming back in to replace Burns. Serving will be Emma Pistol. I think somebody might have came in on the North Adams side. That was probably Barlow. And they are going to set it up for an attack by Evans. Comes over to Lohman. Jemison will set an attack by Igo. And it ends up short in the net. And the point will go, was either that or blocked. I missed which one it was, but the point will go to North Adams. So back to serve is going to be Pistol. Pistol received in the back row by Brummett. And the return off the hands of Jemison. It was a free return. Reagan's going to set it up to Barlow for a light attack, and that ends up working as Eastern couldn't return it. We'll give Barlow a kill there. Pistol back to serve. Third in a row. And it'll be a little wide as it goes out of bounds on the side for a service error. Now serving for Eastern is going to be Peyton Jemison. Her team trailing by 3. It'll be received in the back row by Schubert. Now the attack by Barlow is good. Sophia Barlow gets kill number 4. Ava Pistol will come in, replacing Addison Schubert. And Evans will serve for North Adams. Received by Lohman. And it was an overpass, set up perfect for Barlow to get a little dink at the net for an overkill. We will credit her a kill for that, and Evans will have the serve. Received in the back row by Jemison, and the other Jemison with the set, and Kendall Spriggs with the attack, and that ended up working out for Kendall Spriggs. She'll get her second kill. Subbing in is going to be Emery Simpson and also Madison Dyer, both checking back in for Eastern. Back to serve is going to be Simpson. Emery Simpson, the junior, serves into the back row to Evans. Reagan will set it, and Ava Pistol on the attack. That didn't work. Eastern able to return it, comes back over to Wheeler. That was off an attack by Dyer. Wheeler overpassed it, but it actually worked out to where North Adams scored a point. Eastern wasn't ready for that overpass. So now serving is going to be Raines for North Adams. They lead by 5. Received by Lohman. Jemison the set, the attack by Dyer. Saved by Wheeler, dug out by Wheeler. And now on the attack is Ava Pistol. Give her kill number 3. The Pistol sisters are pretty good with the attacks. Emma Pistol and Ava Pistol, both juniors. Serving is Raines. Raines serves into the back row and gets an ace. As it'll go out of bounds off Eastern. First ace for Raines. North Adams now leading 12-5 in the second set of the match. They also lead the match 1-0. Raines serves into the back row to Lohman. Jemison, and then the return by Spriggs was a free return. Reagan will set it up for an attack by Barlow. Nice dig by Lohman, but she overpassed it for an overkill by Barlow. Kill number 6. Raines serving again, and that is received and then returned by Eastern. Reagan will set it up to Ava Pistol for a kill, and it'll be short in the net. Point will go to Eastern. Burns will come back in as Lohman will go out, and serving is Spriggs. Spriggs, a little strong on the serve, goes out of bounds for a service error. Libero rotates right back in. That's Lohman. Wheeler, the libero for North Adams, will step back to serve. Also coming back, checking back in, I missed it. I believe that was Emma Pistol who checked back in. Burns on the attack for Eastern. It's a little wide, goes out of bounds, and the point will count for North Adams. Wheeler back to serve again. 15-6, North Adams leading Eastern in the second set of the match. Wheeler received in the back row by Simpson, the set, and then a simple return by Burns. Now Reagan with the set. Evans, a floor attack. That doesn't work. Jemison with the set. Now the attack off the hands of Brummett will end up out of bounds, and the point will go to North Adams. Wheeler with the serve. 10-point lead for North Adams. Received in the back row by Lohman. Jemison with the set. Burns, a simple return. That'll come over to Raines. Reagan will set up Ava Pistol for the attack, and it's good. Kill number 4 for Ava Pistol. Wheeler back to serve again. I have this as her 5th serve in a row. Drops into the back row, return to an overpass by Simpson, and Reagan tries to get a dink at the net, and it works. Natalie Reagan gets kill number 2. She is the setter for North Adams, but managing to get some offensive stats. Wheeler with another serve. Received in the back row. Jemison will set it. Burns on the attack, ends up out of bounds. Point goes to North Adams. Brianna Jemison back in, replacing Madison Dyer for Eastern. And Wheeler back to serve. Drops that one short for a service error. Point will go to Eastern. They trail it by 12, 19-7. Serving is going to be Brummett. Brummett serve, a set by Pistol, and just a simple return off the hands of Reagan. Eastern will return it with Brummett, a simple return. Now Reagan tries an attack. That doesn't work out. Reagan will set up Pistol for an attack. Nice dig by Eastern. Burns and a joust at the net with Pistol, and Pistol comes out on top, I think. So Emma Pistol will get kill number 4. In will be Presley Crabtree replacing Brummett. And serving is going to be Schubert for North Adams. Received in the back row by Simpson. Jemison to Burns for the attack. Dug out by Schubert. Now on the attack, Emma Pistol gets kill number 5. Schubert back to serve again. Shout out to some of our season sponsors, including Willie & Son Trucking. Get your motor running and roll on with the diesel repair experts at Willie & Son Trucking. Eastern with the return, comes over to Wheeler. They'll set it up to Evans for an attack, blocked by Burns. Now, actually, they're going to say it was short in the net. Point will go to Eastern either way. Sage Igo checking back in, replacing Emery Simpson. And serving will be Jemison. That's Brianna Jemison. Jemison serves a little bit strong, ends up as a service error. Point goes to North Adams, 22-8 the score. North Adams leading in the second set. North Adams also leads the match. Natalie Reagan will now serve for North Adams. Received in the back row by Crabtree. Lohman with a touch, and the return was a perfect setup for Emma Pistol to get kill number 6. Reagan back to serve again. Reagan serving, received in the back row by Jemison. The other Jemison with the set. Burns on the attack. North Adams trying to keep it alive. Evans will give it a free return. Jemison will set it up for an attack by Igo. North Adams able to save that. Evans with a simple return, or free return. Now Burns on the attack, blocked by Emma Pistol. Block number 3 for Pistol, and the point goes to North Adams. Reagan serving again. Set point, by the way, 24-8. Crabtree receives it. Jemison sets it. Igo on the attack is good. Sage Igo gets kill number 3. Lohman goes out. In will be Spriggs, and serving is Burns for Eastern. Burns serves into the back row to Wheeler. Reagan will set it. It's going to have to be a free return, or a floor attack, actually. But they're going to call it an illegal hit, I believe. Either way, Eastern gets the point. 24-10 the score. Eastern trying to stay alive. Simpson serving. I'm sorry, that was Burns serving. And on the attack, North Adams, and I believe that was Emma Pistol getting the kill for the win, as I believe that one was 25-10 the score that time. I'll check that while we take a break. We'll be right back with a look at stats and serve number 1 for set 3 as North Adams leads 2-0. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From SHAC Basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
Wow. To SHAC Baseball.
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown Football.
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete!
To SHAC Volleyball.
Hatton for the kill, it's good.
Local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. and all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to ohsaa.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
Look at some of your offensive stats from set number 2. We'll start with Eastern. I had Kendall Spriggs with 1 kill for a total of 2. Sage Igo with 1 kill for a total of 3. And Bentley Burns with 1 kill for a total of 3. No aces in that set for Eastern Brown. Now looking at North Adams. I had Natalie Reagan with 1 kill for a total of 2. Ava Pistol with 2 kills for a total of 4. Sophia Barlow with 4 kills. That gives her a total of 6 in the match. Emma Pistol with 5 kills. That gives her a total of 7 in the match. And then I had Elizabeth Range with 1 ace. By the way, thanks again to some more of our season sponsors, including Baxla Tractor Sales in Seaman and Batavia, your local dealer for Kubota, Land Pride, Kawasaki, Exmark, and more. Also, a big thank you to Peebles Monument Company. Choose Peebles Monument Company because the life story of a loved one isn't just important now, it's important forever. Eastern. Floor attack by Burns. That'll come over to Pistol. Reagan will set it back to Ava Pistol for the attack, and it's good. Ava Pistol gets her first kill of this set. She'll come out. As not sure who came in. It might have been Schubert who's going to step back to serve. Schubert with the serve received by Lohman. Jemison the set. Burns on the attack. Wheeler digs that one. Now on the attack is going to be Evans. Back over to Eastern. Jemison return off the hands of Dyer. A floor attack. Now Emma Pistol with a light attack. Well placed. Didn't need a lot of speed on that one. Just needed to get it where there was nobody to defend it. And that gives Emma Pistol her 8th total kill of the match. And an ace now for Schubert. Her 2nd ace in the match. Schubert back to serve again. Like to thank another one of our season sponsors, CR Deals, where every trip is a winning hand. Spend the savings on name brands, big finds, and daily surprises. CR Deals, where you never gamble on savings. One of their locations located right here in Seaman, Ohio. Also like to thank Southern Hills Community Bank. Multiple locations throughout the SHAC. I'd like to wish all of our student athletes the best of luck. Schubert still serving. Comes over to Lohman. And didn't see what happened there, but Schubert will serve as North Adams got the point. Schubert serves it across to Lohman. Jemison the set, return off the hands of Dyer. Come over to Reagan, and then Emma Pistol with a light attack, overpass out of the back row for Eastern. Now Evans with a free pass. Now Dyer attacking, blocked at the net by Reagan and Pistol. Emma Pistol will give her partial credit there on that block along with Reagan. Schubert back to serve. Serves across to Lohman. Jemison the set, Burns on the attack, and it's good. Bentley Burns gets her 4th kill. Subbing back in is going to be Sage Igo. She'll be in to replace Simpson. And serving is Dyer. Dyer with the serve, comes across and gets an ace, actually. Ace number 1 for Madison Dyer. That one ended up out of bounds off North Adams. Dyer with the 2nd serve. Received in the back row by Wheeler. Reagan will set it. Evans will try a floor attack. Blocked at the net by Burns. Block number 1 for Bentley Burns. Point goes to Eastern. And Dyer steps back to serve. Eastern back within 3. They need to get a victory in this set to stay alive. Reagan will set up Emma Pistol for the attack, and it's good. That's 9 kills now for Emma Pistol. In will be Brianna Jemison for Eastern, replacing Madison Dyer. Reagan will serve for North Adams, that is. And she gets an ace to start off this at serve. Her second ace in the match. First one in this set. Natalie Reagan again serving. Touch by Lohman. Returned off the hands of Jemison, but it went out of bounds. So the point goes to North Adams, and Reagan back to serve again. 9-3 the score. North Adams leading in our third set of the match. North Adams also leads the match 2-0. Reagan serves, received by Jemison, and then set by Peyton Jemison. On the attack was Igo. North Adams couldn't return it. We'll give Sage Igo kill number 4. In will be Kendall Spriggs, and serving will be Bentley Burns for Eastern. Burns serves it, received by Evans. Reagan will set. Emma Pistol. Just a light attack that time. Igo returns it back over to Wheeler. Reagan will set it up. This time the attack is off the hands of Raines, and it was too strong. Went out of bounds. Point will go to Eastern, and Burns will step back to serve again. Burns serves it across to Schubert. And now the set for the attack by Pistol. That didn't work. Attacking back the other direction is good. Kendall Spriggs gets kill number 3. The junior for Eastern. Burns will serve again. Her team back within 3. Still trailing to North Adams. Serves across to Evans. And the attack by Emma Pistol is good off the set by Reagan. 10 kills now for Emma Pistol. Lohman coming back in to replace Burns on the side of Eastern. Emma Pistol will step back to serve. North Adams on top by 4, and that's going to be an ace for Emma Pistol. Her first ace of the match. Adds that to her 10 kills and 4 blocks. Pistol serves into the back row, received by Jemison. And then Peyton Jemison with the set. On the attack, Kendall Spriggs can't get it to go. And the point will go to North Adams. Ended up hitting the pole. And then I think it might have went off Mr. Reagan. I've been the recipient of some of those strikes by the ball myself. As I got hit, I think it was the first game of the year. Another ace for Emma Pistol, by the way. Let's give her ace number 2. Back to serve again. Emma Pistol received by Jemison. A touch by Peyton Jemison, returned by Jemison. Now on the attack is Raines, and it's good. Elizabeth Raines gets her first kill. Pistol back to serve. Again, that's Emma Pistol. Oh, that one dropped short in the net for a service error. Point will go to Eastern, and serving for Eastern is going to be Peyton Jemison. Jemison, just a sophomore, serves into the back row to Evans. Reagan will set it, and on the attack was Barlow. Eastern able to keep it alive. They're struggling to return. It's a free return off the hands of Lohman. Reagan will set it. Evans will attack, and it's good. Paige Evans gets kill number 3. Ava Pistol will check back in, replacing Addison Schubert. And serving is Paige Evans. Evans serves that one right into the middle, and an overpass set it up for Barlow for an overkill, but it didn't work out. Now they will set up Pistol for an attack. That's Ava Pistol. She gets kill number 6. Eastern calls the timeout. We're going to take one as well. The score is 16-7. North Adams leading this set. North Adams also leads the match 2-0. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to stick with me for post-game. I will talk to the winning coach in the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. I'll also name a C103 Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match. Out of the timeout, Paige Evans will step back to serve again for North Adams. Her team on top, 16-7. Jemison with the set. Igo on the attack. Floor attack drops short in the net. Point will go to North Adams. Evans back to serve again. Serves into the back row, received by Jemison. Now on the attack is Spriggs, and give her kill number 4. Back in is going to be Emery Simpson. Also back in will be Madison Dyer. Serving is going to be Simpson. Eastern needs to get some points here. Evans receives it in the back row. Reagan will set it. Barlow on the attack is good. Sophia Barlow gets her 7th kill. Again, only a freshman. Back to serve is going to be Elizabeth Rains for North Adams. Rains serving into the back row to Lohman, and on the attack was Brummett, and that was blocked by Barlow. So give Barlow her first block. And back to serve again will be Rains. Rains serves into the back row, received by Simpson. And now the return off the hands of Kendall Spriggs was no good. Reagan tries a dump. That doesn't work, but she gets a block off the attack by Dyer. Natalie Reagan gets block number 3. Rains back to serve again. Rains will serve it to Lohman. And the set and then the return floor attack off the hands of Brummett. They're going to set up pistol for an attack. And Eastern struggling with it. Looks like they're going to be able to keep it alive in the return off the hands of Spriggs. Attacking again is Pistol. That's Ava Pistol. Give her kill number 7. Subbing in is going to be London Dilly, the junior, and also Brianna Jemison. Dyer goes out along with Brummett, and Rains will serve. 13 total serves in the match for Rains. Received by Lohman. Then Jemison with the set on the attack. That was Brianna Jemison. That didn't work. Floor attack back the other direction by Pistol doesn't work. Return off the hands of Dilly. Free pass, by the way. Reagan tries to punch it into the back row, and it works. Well placed there by Natalie Reagan. Won't give her a kill for that one, but she dumped it all the way into the back row, found a hole in the defense. Rains again to serve. Block at the net there by Barlow, and it's good. Sophia Barlow gets block number 2. I think that was either a block or a dink. Either way, she scored. Point will go to Rains. Or point will go to North Adams, and Rains will have the serve. Serves into the back row and might get an ace. Yep. Ace number 2 for Elizabeth Rains. And Rains will step back to serve again. Received in the back row by Eastern, and on an overpass, the point will go to North Adams, and that'll do it. The final score, 25-8 in that set. And North Adams gets the victory, 3-0. Stick with us. Post-game coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
What's one of our shows that our listeners love the most?
Yeah, I got a couple things here to sell today.
That's right. It's the Trash and Treasure Trading Post on C103 weekdays starting at 12:30 p.m.
Oh, yes, I'm a private collector.
Get your items on the air by calling 937-544-9722. You can also try out the mailbag item. It's $2 a day, $5 for 3 days. Mail your listings to P.O. Box 103, West Union, Ohio, 45693.
Got a lot of other miscellaneous, too.
And we'll help you turn your trash into treasure.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Bachelor Tractor.
We all look up to someone. Could be parents, teachers, or coaches. They give and give and give, and then they give some more. Their impact, immeasurable. Their sacrifices, too many to count. So to all the mentors in our lives who helped us get to right here and now, thank you.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
C103 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From SHAC Basketball.
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
Welcome to our postgame, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at the offensive stats for the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. I have Peyton Jemison with 4 total serves in the match. Kendall Spriggs, I have her with 3 serves, 1 ace, and 4 kills. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the third. Brianna Jemison, I have her with a total of 3 serves. I have Rayleigh Brummett with a total of 4 serves. Sage Igo with 1 serve and 4 kills. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. Bentley Burns, I have her with a total of 9 serves. She also had 1 block and 4 kills. 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and 1 in the third. Emery Simpson with 2 serves, and Madison Dyer with 4 serves and 1 ace. That's a look at your Eastern Brown Lady Warriors stats. Now over to the North Adams Lady Green Devils. I have Morgan Wheeler, who is the libero. I have her with a total of 8 serves. Paige Evans, I have her with 11 total serves and 1 ace. She also had 3 kills, 2 in the first and 1 in the third. Natalie Reagan, I have her with 10 serves, 2 aces, 3 blocks, and 2 kills, 1 in the first and 1 in the second. Ava Pistol, I have her with a total of 7 kills, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 3 in the third. Sophia Barlow, I have her with a total of 7 kills. She had 2 in the first, 4 in the second, and 1 in the third. She also had 2 blocks. Addison Schubert, I have her with a total of 17 serves and 2 aces. Emma Pistol, a total of 10 serves, 2 aces, 4 blocks, and 10 successful kills, 2 in the first, 5 in the second, and 3 in the third. And then Elizabeth Raines, I have her with a total of 15 serves. She had 2 aces and 1 kill. And I believe that rounds out all of our stats for the North Adams Lady Green Devils and the Eastern Brown Lady Warriors. Congratulations to North Adams as they get the victory 3-0 in the match. 25-12, 25-10, and 25-8 your scores from the sets. We will take a quick break as hopefully head coach Katie Reagan will be ready to join us here in just a moment. Looks like she might be talking to the team, so might take just a few moments for that. By the way, we do want to remind you that we have 2 more volleyball matches for you yet this week on C103. Tomorrow night, it'll be White Oak at West Union. Tomorrow night it'll be Lynchburg Clay at Fayetteville. And that will be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Again, that's Lynchburg at Fayetteville. Friday night will be White Oak at West Union, and that one will be only on C103 because the Good Guys Radio TV crew will be covering Western Brown Bronco football versus Miami Trace. That game also will be on 99.5 The Edge. Coming up on Saturday in college football, Ohio University, the Bobcats facing off against the Ohio State Buckeyes. That game will be on both stations, C103 and 99.5 The Edge. Pregame at 5:30, kickoff is at 7. And then on Sunday, more football action for you with the Cincinnati Bengals facing off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That game on 99.5 The Edge. Pregame at 11:30. Kickoff is at 1 o'clock on Sunday for the Bengals. So that's a look at what we have coming up the rest of this week, sports-wise, on C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV. Well, while we wait for head coach Katie Reagan, we'll take a quick break. Stick with us. We'll be back with more of our postgame right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV are your source for everything local. From SHAC Basketball
Shot by Osborne, 3 on the buzzer!
to SHAC Baseball,
Wells is going to drive. He makes it. He's safe.
Western Brown Football,
Throws it towards the end zone, and it's complete!
to SHAC Volleyball,
Hatton for the kill, it's good.
local fairs, festivals, and more.
Ire to the finish line.
Crosses the line to get the victory.
Never miss a moment with C103, 99.5 The Edge, and Good Guys Radio TV.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our Adams County Regional Medical Center Coaches Comment Show, or the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show, I should say. Joining us, head coach Katie Reagan. Coach Reagan, you continue on your winning ways. This will make you 6-0 in conference play, correct?
In the league, yes.
Yep.
We're doing well with the league games this year, not so well with the non-league games.
You have had a little bit of struggle non-league, but it's not like you're playing the weak teams in the Southeast District. You're playing some of the best competition you can find, right?
We are. I beefed up our schedule because I wanted us to be more prepared for the tournament. So I wanted us to play tougher competition. And
It's the way it's supposed to be.
Right, but it would be nice to win one of those tougher competition games every once in a while.
Well, you know, in the event that you hit them in tournament, maybe it'll be your turn to get the win, right?
Maybe.
Tougher to beat a team twice.
We are improving. I mean, each night we play a non-conference team. The first set is the worst set, so I guess that means we're getting better by the end of the night.
Right. You've got some tough competition coming up. That's what I do want to talk about. I know you don't like to look past the next game and all, so we won't talk at length about it. But you've got a tough week coming up. What, week after next? Is that correct? You've got three of the top teams in the conference.
Well, next week we got Western Brown on Monday, who is a much bigger school than us and always brings a good team to the court. And then later on next week, Thursday and Friday, both are away at Fayetteville and at Fairfield. And, the road games are always a little harder than the home games. And also, next week is the week of the Seaman Fall Festival.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So, can you go uptown and eat a bunch of baked potatoes and then go to Fayetteville and Fairfield and win the ball game?
Well, you better.
I know. So it will be a challenge for us next week. We're facing three good teams and we got a lot going on.
Yeah, that you are right. I'd forgotten about the Seaman Fall Festival being in the mix of all that.
Oh, you can't forget to go uptown and get a baked potato from the Lions Club. It's a tradition.
Right. No, I'll definitely be there.
Okay.
But I forgot that would be part of your difficulties facing off against some of that tough competition.
Yeah. Like the day that we go to Fayetteville is parade day, where we dismiss school early and we parade through town, and then everybody hangs out uptown. And I'm going, girls, we got to go get on the bus.
Right. Well, let's talk about this game. Eastern Brown, I think we all thought that they were going to be a little bit better this year. They seem to be off to a struggling start, but not a bad ball club.
No, we played Eastern Brown multiple times this summer. And you know how summer ball goes. We were missing a couple kids. They were missing a couple kids because that's just how it is in the summer. But we went to the same summer league and the same team camp, and they played us very competitively this summer. So, I was, talking to the girls about, we better be ready and don't just take it as an easy win. You got to go out and play, and because they were better this summer.
Yeah.
So, but they seem to have hit a rough patch, and I'm not sure what that is.
Well, sometimes you can kind of get down on yourself.
Yes.
You get a few losses in a row, and it's tough to pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
Especially with girls.
Yeah.
Girls, you have that mental issues where, sometimes they just get a mindset, and it's hard to get them out of that.
And your team is a bit intimidating. Let's talk about some of this offense. You've got a bunch of hitters. I knew that the Pistol Sisters were a force.
Yes.
But I had no idea that you had this freshman, Sophia Barlow.
Yeah. So Sophia, she's tall, and she has long arms, and she jumps. And these are all things that I wish that I had, but I don't. So, but no, she's good, and she's left-handed, which presents another, wrinkle or complication for the opponent because, you don't see a lot of left-handed middles. But now she came to all of our summer stuff, and I told you a little bit off the air that we didn't play as much this summer as we have in the past, but Sophia did. And she has really worked at it, and she loves the game of volleyball, and she plays whenever she gets a chance, and she listens really well. And, it's kind of a little intimidating when the rest of my team are juniors and seniors, and she's the only freshman, but she really has fit in really well with the older girls.
That's good. She was the only underclassman to touch the floor tonight because you do have some nice older players, but not a lot of them. You only have 3 seniors and 4 juniors. But those 7 contribute a bunch, don't they?
Yes. And those 7, like my 4 juniors, the 4 of them all played some varsity even when they were freshmen. So the 4 of them have been on varsity for a while, and 2 of my seniors also played varsity when they were freshmen. So, those girls have a lot of experience, not just court time, but the 6 of them have a lot of experience playing together. And you can kind of see that. Like, I get on their case some because I'm like, you guys need to talk. But they're thinking, but I know who's going to get it because they've just played together so much, which I find to be annoying. But it's like, just call the ball anyway. But no, and they work together well as a team. They try to spread the ball around so everybody gets to contribute. So, it's a team effort.
Let's talk about those juniors just a little bit more in depth. Elizabeth Raines, I had her with 1 kill. I know that's not really what you use her for. She's more of a serving expert, I would hope, since she had the 2nd most serves on your team, or was that just a fluke tonight that she got to serve so much?
No, Elizabeth did lead our team in points served last year. So, no, she does a good job serving. She always serves a high percentage, and she kind of does a little bit of everything. Like, she passes some, she hits some, she sets some, she blocks some. She does a little bit of everything, but serving is where you're going to see the most stats for her.
The Pistol Sisters, again, I thought we all thought that they were going to be a force this year as they have been getting a little stronger, and they are. Most definitely, the 2 of them are quite a force to be reckoned with on your front line. And I thought they both played really well tonight. And then you've got Wheeler, your other junior, is your libero.
Yeah, and it's Morgan's first year playing libero. She was a defensive specialist her freshman and sophomore year, and she's really doing good at getting from sideline to sideline in the back row, and kind of cementing our defense back there, and really coming along in the libero position.
And then, of course, your 3 seniors. Schubert led your team in serves tonight. She had a total of 17 that I had marked down. Sometimes I miss a few, by the way. But so, contributing a whole bunch. And I believe she might have, I had made a note that she had 132 serves coming into this game with 0 service errors. And she
no, that's not right. She has served the most.
Oh, well, your stats say she has no errors.
Really? Well,
unless I'm looking at the stats wrong.
I will look at that because, Addison does do a really good job serving for us. She has served the most. She's got the most aces, the most points.
I had her for 21 coming into tonight.
Yeah. So I would say Addison is my best server, but she's not perfect. She has missed some.
All right. And, of course, we do not want to leave out Paige Evans and also your daughter, Natalie Reagan. Natalie, by the way, who's kind of tall for a setter, also got a couple of kills tonight. She always manages to get a few, doesn't she?
Yeah. I kind of wish that she would get back in a hitting position when it's obvious that her teammates are going to set her. But she'd much rather run the offense than look for her own hitting opportunities. She likes when the other girls get the kills. But it is nice to have a senior setter who's done it for 4 years.
Right. The bad news is you start over next year.
I know. I'm spoiled. I've had 3 good setters back to back, and they've all done the setting for several years. So, yes, I'm spoiled when it comes to good setting.
I don't keep digs, but I believe Paige Evans possibly leads your team in digs. I had her for 101 coming in.
Morgan is leading the team in digs this year.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 126 is what she had coming in.
Yeah, Morgan is leading the team in digs this year. Paige led the team in digs last year. So she also gets several digs, and her hitting is better this year than it was last year.
Yeah, she had 68 kills according to your stats coming into tonight, and she added 3 tonight. And she is probably, your shortest player on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, except for Morgan, and Morgan doesn't hit. But Paige she's not as tall as the other girls that play front line, but she jumps well, and she moves to the ball. So, she usually hits pretty well for us too, but Ava and Emma are the ones that have the power.
Right. Yeah, they've got a lot of speed.
They do.
On their hits. And another thing that I don't want to forget, defensively tonight, blocking. I thought your team did better than I've seen them do in the past. Now, this was my first time seeing them this year.
Yeah.
So I'm comparing to last year. But I thought you had some nice blocks.
Yeah, and I think that comes from the fact that we've been playing tougher competition. So there's more opportunities to block because the ball goes back over the net more times. I would agree. Tonight we blocked the ball really well.
Well, Coach, did we leave anything out? Because I think they're going to shut the lights off on us here if we keep
No, they're not,
longer.
because I'm the person in charge tonight.
You're the athletic director.
That's one of the benefits or drawbacks to being the athletic director, because I'm the one that decides when the lights go off.
Well, Coach, thanks for talking with us. Well-played game tonight. I look forward to seeing your team again, and I know have you coming up on the schedule here several times still, but no more this week. But I know we're going to be seeing you here, I think next week. Some of that tough competition we talked about already, we're going to see you in some of those games.
All right.
Well, thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.
Head Coach Katie Reagan with your ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. I'll take one final break, and after this message from Snappy Tomato Pizza, we're going to name that Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match right after this on C103, Good Guys and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. One final thing to do, and that's to name that Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Match. And again, a well-played match by all of the North Adams Lady Green Devils. Again, they win this match 3-0 against the Eastern Lady Warriors. And let's review some of those stats here real quick. Not a tremendously difficult decision, even though a lot of offensive stats for North Adams, but one young lady I thought really stood out tonight. But let's go back through some of the power hitters. The freshman, Sophia Barlow, getting 7 kills. Ava Pistol, the junior, getting 7 kills. But it was Emma Pistol who led the team. I had her for 10 kills. I also had her leading the team in blocks at 4. She had a total of 10 serves, and she had 2 aces, which ties up with Schubert Rains, and Reagan. I also had each of them with 2 aces. But Pistol, again, it's the 4 blocks and the 10 kills led the team in kills. Emma Pistol will be our Snappy Tomato Pizza C103 Player of the Match. Congratulations to Emma Pistol, and congratulations to the North Adams Lady Green Devils as they defeat Eastern Brown 25-12, 25-10, and 25-8. That'll do it for us here courtside.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at goodguysradiotv.com.